actually I've got a pretty exciting new item, new acquisition that I want to show off. I brought one of these over. These are a new set of wheels. So let's actually talk about my existing wheels. So these are Work Equip 40s. These are made in Japan. If you know the Work brand, or if you're a car fan, you've probably heard of these. And they're a real nice fit for my car. These are a custom size. I've had them for a while. They were my dream wheel at first, and I've loved them. They've been great. And my car is even on the Work website. So that was like crown jewel of my career for a little while there, was being on the Work website. But I want something new, so I want something that hasn't been seen or done before. So I did get a new set of wheels, and these are not a new set of wheels, they're an old set of wheels. And they're fairly common, but one thing nobody's ever done is had them widened and had them, you know, have a big lip. So let's just show these off. So these are Ray's MS03s. These are original Mazda Speed equipment, never offered in the United States, obviously, but they were available in the UK and Japan. And the wheels, you actually have been coming back in popularity, and there's a lot of Miatas that are starting to run these. But one thing that a lot of people have a problem with is they only come in 6.5 inches wide and 7 inches wide with fairly weak offsets, we'll put it that way. And let's just say that these are not original. I don't know if you can tell, but they've had a little bit of work done to them. Thanks to my friends over at Love 20B in Los Angeles. They have taken the lips off of these and they have welded new 4-inch lips on. We've also had the faces powder coated Alpine white. So these are now an 8-inch wide wheel. I'm actually not sure of what the offset might be if you're really into wheels and you understand. But I'm thinking somewhere close to 0. 4-inch lip, 8-inch wide wheel. Not really sure, you know, the curvature of the spokes and how that affects it so much, but pretty sure these are going to be an aggressive fit. At the moment, I've been running, these are 8 inches wide with plus 22 offset and an A-disc face, so these actually have issues with big brake kits, honestly. So I didn't even want to run these. It's kind of a small face with that step lip style versus a true 15-inch face. These are actually going to give me some more room. Hopefully, we'll find out. Same width. More aggressive offset. I think we'll be doing some work to these fenders, but the car is going to get repainted, so that's not a big deal. But I would like to stick with the 225 or a 235 tire. Right now these are 225, 45, 15. Got a really nice looking fit in my opinion. Pretty tight. You can get a finger in there still, so you could still fit more. But they've done a good job. I'm not sure if I'll keep these or not. They've been awesome wheels, but maybe they'll go on to a new home. I don't know. What do you guys think? Which set of wheels do you prefer? We'll put them right next to each other. Got to be careful with these. Put it down in the comments. Which wheel would you rather run? The Mazda Speed MS03 in the white, or the Work Equip 40 with the gold face? Or should I run the Work Equips in the front and then the Mazda Speeds in the back and keep all the extras just because? Who knows? But man, look how beautiful those wheels are. Look at that logo. Mazda Speed. Isn't that just beautiful? And if you pay attention, and not a bad thing, if you look down, oh there we go. You can actually see the original lip that was cut off. And then this is a slip fit that went over it and was welded and sealed and obviously balanced. So it's pretty interesting. You can even see the original lip. That's how they're able to do this. No other shop in the world, at least as far as I know, besides Love 20B, is willing to upsize those and keep them at 15s. Everybody else wants to do a 3-piece conversion or step them up to 16s, but thank you, Love 20B. You have made my 15-inch wheel dream come true. Pretty stock, honestly. That's not really a joke. It looks nice, but there's not a whole lot of extra power in here. Jackson Racing, they make some cool cold air intakes. There's a nice cowl induction that goes under. And let me tell you, it's a tight fit in there. That's been pretty nice. I'm in California, so gotta play the game. And this is legal. I've also got a set of headers and a full catback exhaust, all by Cobalt/Jackson Racing. It's pretty nice. No one talked about that missing stud under there. You can't see that, I promise. So I've got headers, I've got an intake, I've got an upgraded aluminum radiator. I cut my valve cover. Doesn't really make more power, but man, does it look cool. Not really a whole lot of performance there in the engine, to be quite honest. These things are pretty fun, just like this. So obviously I've done the timing belt, all the maintenance, and upgraded cooling components, given it a little bit of, you know, OEM. Nice little Japanese find on that strut bar there. Nice little yellow. So that's the engine of my car. Not a whole lot of excitement in there, but I do have something really exciting that I want to reveal here in my first video as well. Let's walk around into the shop area. There's a box here. What do you guys think is in this box? Let's move some stuff out of the way. What's in the box? Oh my. That's a supercharger. Yes, I know. A lot of people might not like it, but I chose to go supercharged over turbocharged. Now, why did I choose a supercharger? It's cheap. I got that for like 1,700 bucks. I know it's not cheap, but compared to a California legal turbo, that is California legal, was made by Jackson Racing, and they're quite hard to find in good condition. So it comes with everything. It hooks into the stock ECU, and this bad boy will be getting forced induction. So all these cool intakes, or maybe they'll be a little more functional. I'm pretty excited to go with a supercharger. I've driven turbo cars before. I've actually never driven a supercharged car or a supercharged Miata, and I'm pretty excited. It's a good way to make some more power. It's California legal, sounds cool, it's reliable, bolts on easy. This engine will be coming out. It will be rebuilt, and it will be supercharged, and it will be beautiful and clean. This will be coming out for sale. I should be able to run my headers still since it's by the same manufacturer. That's also a big plus of a supercharger. It's a hot side. It goes on right there above the exhaust, and we run a belt to the front, and I should be able to keep most of this stuff. I don't think this strut bar is gonna survive, but this little thingy here, but we can always sell that if need be. I've got a power steering delete, but I do run air conditioning. I got some yellow hoses. I know that's a crazy mod. Very cool, everybody I know. I used to put a lot of miles on this car. I don't drive it as much anymore. It's just a project, but it was very reliable and very fun. Probably making like 125 horsepower at the most, but who cares? There's that Cobalt dual exit exhaust. I did have it upgraded. We got the extended tips. I'm really into the Bosozoku and Shakotan culture. I probably butchered that pronunciation, but who cares? And they always have the extended exhaust, so you know, just a little bit, a couple inches, not much. But I think it looks nice with the dual exit. The symmetrical part of this back end is very pleasing. The little ducktail, wide tires, license plate mount. Won't be there forever, don't worry, temporary, because I got that flush panel. Look at this thing, man. This back end looks awesome. Love it. It's gonna be so nice when it's one color. And I got some other stuff too that's not on the car right now, but it's gonna come out great. Look at that. That rear 3/4 shot is awesome. Looking a little ugly up here, but that's my car. That's the DAMD Roadster. Some may say, what is DAMD Roadster? What does that come from? That, my friends, is the bumper on the front. No, it is not a pit crew. It is not an S2 Racing, if anybody's in the Miata scene. This is DAMD. Some people think it's very ugly. I like it. I think it looks unique, and I think it is, you know, it's pretty fun, right? I like it. I don't know if I would go that crazy with the bumper again, just because of getting it here from Japan was not fun and it was very expensive, but let me know what you guys think. Do you like the bumper? Do you like the fog lights? Those are full 7-inch lights. I can actually run those as headlights, but they will be fogs. And then these will be low profile. So that is by DAMD styling effect in Japan. Very rare. I think there's only 3 of these in the United States that I know of. If you know anyone else that has one, let me know. I want to make more friends. This will be painted soon too. The headlight intakes. What are these? So these are made by Zoom Engineering. I won these in an auction on Yahoo Japan. I got very lucky. I was able to get both of them as a pair, and they already are paint matched to my car. Not that that matters with the paint color changing, but I think these are beautiful. I love the aggressive look. I think they look awesome with the damn front end, and just look at those intakes. Aren't intakes always cool? Just awesome. I really like it. Kind of gives the car some nostrils, you know, but those are cool. Pretty rare. I don't know if you can still get them new or not. Probably, I think you still can. Zoom is still around. Let's go over some other stuff in the car. I've got the Runabout M2 mirrors. Just a nice classic mirror there. So I've been told these might be first run, like first edition, because they don't have the Runabout logo here. Don't know how true that is, but perfect fitment. A little bit of weathering on the base, got them used. I love them. I think that they, look at that cool, that's a cool shot right there too. Who's that guy? And then I got my stickers here. That's a mod, right? KG Works, Rev Limiter, Keynod, Love 20B and Retro Modern. Shout out to all you guys. Awesome companies, each in their own, and Keynod, a bunch of fun guys up in LA, go to their meets. Interior modifications. It's pretty stock guys. Not a lot going on here. Right now, running the full carbon Miata quilted tan interior kit. A little bit of customization. You know, put some bolts in there instead of the clips for holding them on. No door strap or nothing right now. I've got the 93 LE door speaker covers to go on. These are temporary, but man, the piece de resistance in here. Lotus Elise seats, Pro backs with the memory foam. These are very hard to get. Pretty good condition. They could use a new coloring, but pretty good. These are awesome. Pretty much mandatory for taller drivers, especially if you put a roll bar in here. You need your head to be protected from it, and that's where these come in handy. They are high-rise seats. They go much higher than the original NA Miata seats, and they also sit much lower down in the car. Even with these sliders, shout out to Flipside Customs, made these sliders for passenger and driver side, so I'm able to bolt these to the original Miata sliders and go back and forth. These are amazing. Not the most comfortable seat, obviously, as a fixed bucket, but what are you gonna ask for? They're pretty good. They've got some memory foam in there and they fit. They don't rub on anything. Look at the clearance. They don't touch, nothing. I love them. I think that they're the perfect upgrade for these cars. And let's give you a reason why. If you're a slightly taller driver and you have a hard top especially, you're probably used to bumping your head in there. My head used to bounce off the top. Clearance. Maybe even wear a helmet in here. Who knows? Find out if I ever race this car. Oh man, another beautiful piece. KG Works meter panel. Thank you, Rev9 Autosport. Cypher Auto, flat bottom NB, second generation Miata steering wheel. It's swapped in. You just have to adjust the mounting stuff for it, and it fits in pretty nice. There you go. Look at that flat bottom, beautiful stitching and silver over black leather. I love these gauges. Let's get another shot of those. Look at those things. And they light up with LEDs, just beautiful. Gauge faces by Rev Limiter. Shout out to Adam. One of my dream Roadsters right there. Thank you for these beautiful pieces. I think they make my car very nice. I also have Mr. Rev Limiter's vent rings. Got a lot of other stuff that needs to go in here, but Voodoo shift knob, eBay handbrake, and shift boot. They look pretty nice though still. Hard dog double diagonal with the quilted parcel cover. Look at that, isn't that just gorgeous? Headliner, Broadway mirror, always gotta have the Broadway mirror, any JDM car. You might notice, I do not run a soft top in this car, pretty much never have. I hate soft tops. I got a hard top as soon as I possibly could and chucked that thing onto Craigslist. And we run this. A hard top is just essential, right? Suspension, sway bars, stance coilovers, bushings, nothing too crazy. The Miata's got a nice suspension already. Couple of upgrades. Rear end, carbon Miata 3-piece wing, carbon Miata flush spoiler, 6-speed eBay taillights. Yes, people, I run replica. I don't care. I'm not gonna spend the money on the Portacab lights. This is good enough for me, especially after I do the bodywork and paint. This is right out of the box, put onto the car. I'm happy with it. Another knockoff, made by OBX. Still beautiful, does the job, and I don't have to polish it because it's chromed. I've been working on this car for 3 years. I'm gonna forget a ton of stuff. I've done all kinds of little modifications and fixes and things here and there that I'm gonna forget about, but I love this car. I wanna fully build it, I wanna restore it, I wanna have all the parts for it, and I wanna enjoy it. So we will be doing that in this shop area, starting pretty much now. I think that the plan will be, I come over here every weekend, obviously, and we continue to work on my car. I do not live here. Luckily, my father is graciously gonna let me use the space for building my car, so I'm not trying to do it in my small garage with my landlord being annoyed with me. So, you know, come over here, work on it every weekend, and maybe we'll finish it sometime in the next 5 years, but just film things, right? Talk about it. And I'm really excited, yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think it's gonna motivate me more because I wanna see what you guys think and I wanna get input from people. And I want to build something that not just I love, but hopefully more people love too. And I want to inspire people to get into these cars or whatever it is they're interested in, you know? Being in cars is such an amazing hobby. I've met some of my best friends and it really drives me every day to go out and work and earn money to buy car parts and keep going because I just love it. Nothing more fun than trying to express myself through something that is loud and fast and stinky and yeah, that's what Miatas are great for, you know? I don't really fit in the car that well, but I still love it and I plan to keep it for a very long time. So hopefully everybody will want to tune in and watch some Sour Motorsports and, you know, see where this thing goes and see where some of my other projects in the future might go. Because this is not my only car. I got another car that's pretty cool too, and who knows, if this goes well, maybe we'll get some more of them, see what happens. From K3U, favorite parts of the car. Favorite thing about the Miata is being able to modify everything. If I don't like the button used to reset the odometer trip meter, I can even buy a replacement for that. That's my favorite thing about the car. I can go through and I can replace absolutely everything with my preferred version of it and make it look, you know, the way I want and feel like it's really my car. And it doesn't mean I have to go custom on everything. A couple things will be custom, but I like getting a lot of off-the-shelf, good modified parts. From Roller Skate, backstory on how and why you got the car and end goal in the future. how I got the car. I had a 2000 BMW 540i, 6-speed with M5 kit and everything. Very good car, not a very good car to own or live with, especially at the time when I was, I think, 20 or 21 years old. I didn't want to be driving that and fixing it every weekend. I couldn't modify the things I wanted because there wasn't that great of an aftermarket for it. So sold that car to a good friend of mine, and I actually had a wanted ad up on Craigslist. I wanted a first generation Miata, had to be a 1.8. Had to have leather interior. At the time I cared about that, and that was kind of it. I just really wanted a good condition, low mileage. I'm the second owner of this car. I got it from the first owner with just under 56,000 miles on it. It hadn't been registered in a few years, so I did have to pay back registration. But yeah, I love knowing I'm the second owner of the car. You know, it was completely stock when I got it. I got to ruin everything and put all the mods on. So that's kind of how I got it and why I got it. I wanted something Japanese, small, fun, gas mileage, you know, reliable, all the things that seem to tick. Ultimately, it's no longer a very good daily, but when it was serving that purpose, it did a great job for me. End goal in the future, I mean, man, what's the end goal ever? Finish the car, and once it's finished, there's new mods, right? I just want to focus on one color, supercharge it, and drive the heck out of it for a while, and then we'll see where it goes, right? From Laserhawk, a review of all interesting exterior modifications and where/how you got them. I went through pretty much all of it. If I missed anything, follow up and let me know. I'll tell you where I got it. NA696 asks, the lights/light cover. I went over those in the video. The lights are just a 7-inch glass headlight that I tinted yellow with a LED bulb in there. So just a standard 7-inch headlight. It's really the bumper that those fit into is made by DAMD. So custom bumper, 7-inch headlight mount. It's kind of the story there. I think it looks awesome. Reminds me of the old 2000 GT, just old rally cars. I think it's cool and unique. King Trill says, how you fit in it? I fit all right, we'll put it that way. Lotus seats help a lot. Not very comfortable to get in. I mean, I'm not a huge guy by any means, but I'm 6 foot, 210 pounds. I do some powerlifting and I also do some eating. Not really intended to fit in these cars, but we'll do it anyways. That's kind of how I fit in. Gotta go butt first. Get my butt in the seat and then turn and spin in. My legs spill over on both sides of the seat. Even if I close everything all the way, I'm still spilling over the sides. So yeah, I just kind of get comfy in here and I'm good. Seat's got to be all the way back. And I'm still, you know, knees are still kind of bumping into stuff, but what can I do? I fit good enough at least. And for our final question from Sugoi Cars, thanks for sharing my car on Instagram all the time, by the way. He asks, I love your 3-piece ducktail. Want it for mine? Well, let me know. Maybe I'll sell you this one. Who knows what I might change up to. But you can always get your own from Carbon Miata. Be ready to do a little bit of body work, but I think this thing is awesome too. Looks great. And those are all the questions that I got from my current followers. So if you guys have more stuff you want to ask, let me know in the comments and we'll follow up with them in the next video. If we get some questions, that is. If nobody cares, probably won't be another Q&A. Thanks everyone.